I liked the big controller a lot, but that's because my vision is not really that good, so it's easy. It's all right there.
I don't think it was as intuitive as the original Wii. I think that one was a lot easier to pick up, and this is just a little more complicated. I think overall the games are really fun. I can see how once there are more titles that it could be really appealing, especially thinking about Mario Kart. But I think that it was just a little frustrating to figure out some of the games, especially between the controller and the screen. But I think it's a good start.
Going off of like Wii Mario Kart, like if you could actually change the course on that pad while other people reacted to it,
Wow.
Oh,
that would
be
be really
That
fun.
was awesome.
Mind blown.
Because like the problem with like Mario Kart courses is you get used to them, and the people
And then
who are
you're-
used to
yeah.
them totally own everyone else. Like my friend who had like a GameCube and knew all of
Yeah.
the Mario Kart GameCube courses, you know, he could like just demolish everyone else on those courses.
It'll be interesting on how the uptake of this new style of gameplay is going to be with the general. People's used to the original Wii, which is more intuitive. You just pick up a controller and you just move it around. And now you have a master controller and all like slave controllers.
I don't feel like it's completely baked yet. I feel like there's more that they could do with it, and the controller feels a bit big for what they are trying to go for. Especially when, like, you know, I don't know, I went to the Apple Store yesterday and picked up the iPad Mini, and it's like thin and light and tiny, and that like it's hard to hold it with one hand. So it makes it a little bit unwieldy.
I think it was a little too big. I have smaller hands, but I'm also an adult, so I don't know how kids will handle it. But I think it's just something you'd have to get used to.
That said, you know, I've only played 2 games, so it could be really neat with like, I don't know, more RPG style, or I mean, it opens up a lot more kinds of gameplay.
I think I would wait to see what types of other games come out. I don't think there's enough quite yet to separate it, especially if you're just playing with one other person. It seems like this is cool for a lot of people, but if it's just you and one other person, one person has a distinct advantage. So I think I'll have to wait.
I mean, if I had a bunch of cash lying around, I'd get one. But nothing grabbed me the same way that Wii Tennis did. Like, Wii Tennis was the killer.
Best
Like,
game ever.
That convinced me to wait in line overnight and buy a Wii.
Yeah.
And the Ninja Stars were fun, but it wasn't that same kind of like, you know, totally, completely engaged experience.
My mom loves the Wii, absolutely loves it. It's what we do every single Christmas, and I don't see her picking this up because there's just too many things going on.
Yeah.
And she's somebody who's pretty good at video games.